Welcome to a Saturday of Real Estate with Ryan edition in the studios. Nice to be with you guys. Hope you're having a wonderful weekend. Kicking off the weekend, no better way to do that with a little real estate. Talking a little real estate. The Vols aren't playing this weekend. So it's a good time to kind of sit back, do the honey to-do list, and listen to my little real estate. Let's talk about the real estate market in whole. You guys know if it's the first time that you're tuning in, my name is Ryan Coleman, owner and founder of Hometown Realty. Me and my wife have founded Hometown Realty back several years ago. It's kind of hard to believe that this actual show, I was telling Nick before getting on the studio, that believe it or not, this actual show is the third year of Real Estate with Ryan. So when me and April founded Hometown Realty, I had no idea that I would be getting on the radio, studio, and doing all these different things. But here we are several years later and doing it and enjoying it. We thank you guys so much every week to tune in. You're following us online. You're following us on Facebook and Twitter and Instagram and all those social media platforms. And you guys, if you're in the news, maybe you know that there's a new platform. It's called Parler. And so I was looking on that earlier today, and expect us, Real Estate with Ryan, the Ryan Coleman team, Hometown Realty, to all be on Parler. So as we go into 2021, we're going to see a whole lot of things change. So if you're following the news, you know there's a lot of news going on, so we never have enough news. So we're not going to get into that here today. We're going to talk about real estate, about fun stuff. So it is November. Is it hard to believe it's November? Yes, it's November. What comes with November's? It's holiday time. I literally was talking to my wife yesterday, and we were talking about the Christmas tree. The Christmas tree. I kind of just looked and go, we're starting to see the holiday signs. We're starting to see Black Friday sales. What are we going to do? If you're like me, most people this year has gone too fast, and some people can't wait till it gets over. So can't wait till New Year's. But we talk about that every time of the year, and I went back in the archives, and I looked at one of the shows that we did. Okay, and it was 3 years ago, and we talk about why selling in the holiday season is overlooked. So why you don't want to not sell during the holiday season. So 7 reasons to list your home during the holiday season. And with this year of all years, why we may look at the winter season and the holiday season as one of the hottest real estate markets in decades. That's right. So as always, we'd like to talk a little congrats. We want to celebrate some people this week. Again, if I leave anybody off, we're kind of rushed to get the show, and we're just hustling, bustling. It's the end of the year, and it seems like we never have enough time. I don't know, most of you guys, the holidays usually are a time to kind of just sit back, relax. Maybe we slow the pace down, but it really hasn't been that case over here at Hometown Realty. We've been extremely busy, blessed, and excited to help a lot of people this week. We have some new listings on the market. Make sure if you're looking around for that holiday home, we definitely have that available. 7029 Crystal Lake Drive. This is a beauty. It's coming soon here the next 2 weeks. It's a modern home. It's got all the bells, whistles, beautiful view, pool in the back. And it is really one of those one-of-a-kind homes. The owner has a lot of the California West Coast feel in there. I mean, everything's on a digital system where the lights come on and dim. And I mean, it's just a really cool modern house. You got to check it out. That's over there in the Sequoia Hills area. So make sure you look that one up. Some congrats. We have our Crystal Ball Way out in Sevierville. That was a beautiful, beautiful owner condo. Cabin. I was thinking condos on my mind. We got those next, right? So a beautiful cabin that we listed out there, very private, very retreat. And we were able to list that not only one day, but we had multiple people interested and multiple offers, and we got it sold very quickly. The owner was just super excited, and we're thankful for her opportunity to help her and showcase her beautiful property. Got some condos going for sale. Congrats to some buyers and sellers that we're working over at Regus. We're selling unit 410 that's supposed to close here on Friday. We've got 206 that's closed on Friday, and then another unit on 306. So a lot of movement downtown. You know, we've come out of the COVID stage, right? We've come out of that COVID stage, and we're seeing all the growth and everything going on downtown. And what an opportunity it is to have a condo downtown. One of the nicer units down there with covered parking. You name it, Regus really has it. You want to check that out. You check it out on my website, and you can check us out at ryancoleman.org. I won't get on my rant because we'll get too far off show. So let's get back to the holidays. Let's talk about why selling during the holidays really makes sense. Well, it makes sense, and in this year, more than not, you may have an opportunity not only to sell your home in record time, but get multiple offers, and there may even be some inventory out there. One of the biggest challenges in today's market, if you're following real estate, is it's never a buyer's or seller's market, really. And you say, Ryan, what do you mean by that? Why is it never a buyer's or seller's market? It could only be one. It's very rarely that it's going to be both. So right now we're shifted into a seller's market. So the seller's market, whenever there's inventory, right? Whenever there's inventory lower, it's just a supply and demand issue. So there's less people, less homes on the market. There's more buyers than ever. I know our office is flooded with the amount of buyers that we're receiving out of state, local. And so we have those draw of people. There's just not enough supply. What do we do? But that also makes it challenging for you. Just listed a house yesterday in the Halls area, one day on the market, 6 offers, and we got $50,000 above list price. And the challenge always in this marketplace is, can we find the right seller? The seller, have the right seller. You definitely want the right seller, but have the right seller and buyer match up, right? Have the right seller and buyer match up, make the deal work wide, and then also go out and find the right buyer for the property of that seller that's selling and match them all up. And then guess what? We close it all in one day. And so in this market, finding the next home really starts with that domino. That domino effect really starts with, if you have a home to sell and you're not able to buy the next one without selling your home, that's where it makes it tricky. We have some programs here that can help you make it non-contingent. But in most markets, you have to do like everybody. We have to put the home on the market, and we have to make it and get a sale because we don't want to lose money on the table. Talked to one of my sellers, Mr. Thomas, yesterday, and he said, Ryan, this is really one of the opportunities in a lifetime where I can sell the property and really make a great gain. And I agreed with him. If you're thinking about buying or selling real estate, and if you're in the market right now, obviously with the news media, who knows what's going on with the economy, as what we're seeing here in East Tennessee, it is a great opportunity. Rates are projected to be reasonably low for the next couple of months or years. I think the Fed's talked about at least holding them a year. I think we can at least see that 6 months, okay? Where do we go with inventory? Is that going to increase? We talked about some shadow inventory. Some of you guys out there in the real estate language say, what is shadow inventory? Well, shadow inventory is inventory that's not on the market, whether it's bank foreclosures, short sales, divorce properties, estates, properties are coming soon, future coming or pocket listings that we have in our market. So those are all shadow inventory that are coming on the market. One of the biggest opportunities as we talk about the fall season and why that time is an opportunity, if we did some stats. So April and I was reviewing one of our shows, and we took some time to research. And if you compare the years on average, you would be surprised that when homes sell in November and December, maybe at the start of October, we'll just say, hey, the last quarter of the year, that homes are selling 16% more than other times. Now, why would that be? Well, traditionally, even if you had a market where we had a little bit more inventory, it's where most people say, Ryan, I didn't sell spring and summer, or I'm thinking about it, but the holidays are coming. The holidays are coming. So I'm just going to wait till the first part of the year. Well, a lot of people think just like you, and a lot of people do just like you. The challenge is, how about how many buyers are coming in town? How many buyers are relocating, have that corporate need? I know a lot of employers that we help at the end of the year, they come in and have to start January 1. Well, that old saying is, if your home is not on the market, and if they don't know about you, if they don't know it's for sale, then the buyers won't have a chance to get 5 offers, or you won't have a chance to get that exciting sales price that Mr. Thomas was talking about, that once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. So keep those things in mind. Now, we know we talked about relocations. People now, more than ever with the COVID age and everything that's going on, we watch a shift. We watch a shift from May all the way that we were locked down to open back up. A lot of these other states opened at later times. So what we're seeing is spring and summer really just has pushed back, and a lot of these people are relocating. I talked to somebody yesterday that there's some of the largest states in the U.S. are relocating at rapid paces. And guess what? One of those states they're relocating to. You got it, Tennessee. Tennessee, there's a lot of reason that people are moving to Tennessee, and we're seeing that. So that opportunity to put your home in the market, have a great agent to help you price the home, get the market, get the exposure, and guess what? Get that domino effect. Get that home to actually sell yours and buy the next one is a big move. Now, we're coming on a break. We're going to talk more about holiday seasons. You guys stay with us here on the break, and we'll be right with you.
When it comes to the real estate market, turn to the experts that focus on you. With over 20 years experience, Ryan Coleman with Hometown Realty knows what it takes. It's the right marketing. It's the right exposure. Ryan and April will use their expertise each step as they guide you through the home buying and selling process. Ultimately, it's about results.
You need someone you can trust that is committed to you.
You have a lot of choices, but the choice is simple. It's Hometown Realty.
Knoxville and East Tennessee. The region is known for its rolling hills, rivers, and lakes. There's no better place to work, live, or raise a family. Home is where your story begins. Buying or selling your home is a big decision, and you need a real estate team you can trust.
I'm Ryan Coleman with Hometown Realty, your hometown experts. Whether you're buying or selling your home, let us develop a winning game plan for you.
Hometown Realty is East Tennessee's #1 real estate group and a proud sponsor of the Vols.
Okay, back in the studios. Thank you for the break. If you're tuning in for the first time, maybe you're in the car. Maybe it's shopping time. Maybe it's shopping time. I told my wife, I said, hey, it is Black Friday. We've got to take advantage of the sales. So it's hard to believe it, but it is that time. So if you're tuning in, we're talking about holiday season, 7 reasons why you want to list your home during the holidays, and you may be losing a little money on the table if you don't take advantage of this market. In real estate, guys, everything in real estate, or in business too, right? It's always timing. You got to be there at the right time. Maybe it's relationships too. You got to be at the right place at the right time. I was laughing. I said, honey, when I first met you, it was timing, right? And it was like I had the right time, had the right opportunity. You had that last relationship that didn't work, right? And it was me and the dog at the apartment for a long time, right? It was everything had to time up perfectly. And then we met at a certain time, which if I wasn't there at the right time, guess what? That window could have closed. And that's the same way in real estate and everything else goes on. So many clients that we talk about and we have that conversation is one of the listings that we just listed, told you we got 50,000 above list, super excited. And they were frustrated prior. They had a bad experience and it didn't work out well. And we talked about it. They were frustrated to think that a large amount of inquiries, whether it's online or showings, that they thought that was a sampling of the market, right? It was a sampling of the market. And they were discouraged because they felt that this price really indicated what was out there and that the buyers in the marketplace today, that all the buyers have seen it. And what you have to understand in the marketplace, it's always about timing. And because there's new buyers coming in every day, there's new homeowners that are selling across the country, here locally as well. There's other reasons that people are buying and selling. And so the opportunity for us or having a great agent working for you guys is to make sure, number one, that we're in the best position. It always comes down to whether you're in the holiday season or not. It's always about presentation, right? It's the right presentation. It's the right marketing. And marketing, just what you're going to see during the holidays, it's got the buzz. It's got the deals, right? What is Black Friday always about, right? It's about give me the deal. Give me the money. What do buyers want? Really no different, right? I know we were working on a deal and having an opportunity to write a contract, and the buyer was like, I want a deal. I was like, well, in this market, there ain't many deals. There's some, but they're far and few. But everybody wants that deal and that opportunity. And in this market, believe it or not, we're still finding those deals, and we're putting those deals together. But it's always timing. I had somebody reach out and had a little conversation, and she missed out on the property. And I said, it's really timing and having somebody working for you to be there at the right time. And that's what you pay us for. That's what that opportunity. So number one, if you're selling, to have that opportunity during the holidays to have the ultimate exposure, right? And then if you're buying, to be able to match it up, put it all together, beat out 4 or 5 offers, hopefully put it together and make it all work. Sometimes that works, sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes it could be frustrating. Real estate as a whole is one of the highest stress things we could do. So I was working with one of my guys in the office, right? And we're working on one of his new houses, having an opportunity. And he got a chance to kind of see behind the scenes. I get a chance to see behind the scenes what they do, but they got to kind of see what the market is. We literally pulled up, and there was 4 or 5 cars outside at like 7 o'clock at night. It was insane. I really can't imagine if I've seen that in a long time. But it was just that sense of, is this what the market, this is where we're at? And I've seen that market before. Been doing it 20 years, maybe not the same, but very similar. I'd say back in 04 to 06, we were writing escalation clauses and all these different things. And it gets frustrating. But understanding timing is everything. So in the market today, as you're thinking about possibly selling from now till, let's just say, anytime in 2021, really look at it. You know, I just had a gentleman that texted me before I went on the radio, had to call him right back, wanted to see exactly where his home is at, numbers and evaluation. But it's that time to have these conversations. Let us come out, let us talk to you. Why the fall market makes sense. It really is I really say this all the time and every year, and I'm not joking. The fall is our busiest time of every year. That would probably correlate with a 16% increase year over year of why we're seeing homes sell in fall. The number 3 reason would be, number 1, it sounds a little corny. My wife likes it, but homes really look the best. So when the homes are decorated, you have an opportunity to walk in a home. It's the holidays, and they've got the pumpkins out. They got the Thanksgiving. Maybe they got the Christmas tree out. Those things are inviting. And we know this is one of the emotional decisions. If we both have spouses, one of our spouses is probably going to make that emotional decision, and they're going to be in the mood. And one of the biggest things is, hey, honey, what do you think? What do you feel? How about you, honey? And that kind of thing. And so it's a feel-good environment. I always say it goes with your gut when you buy it. But there's something special about the holidays, looking for your new home or your forever home, having that opportunity to walk through there and go, honey, this is where we could raise the kids. This could be this is our first home. How exciting. But how frustrating as it comes right down the street and maybe it doesn't work. That's where we really have to have our zoned in. And that's where I say a lot of my clients go, if it's meant to be, it's meant to be. And always keep pushing forward and know that the right one will always fall together. But the holidays being decorated helps resale. We talk about competition. There is less competition during this market, so that means higher prices, higher offers, pick from different offers that'll hopefully make sense to you, and then all put it together. That's a win for everybody. Real estate's really easy. It's about a buyer and a seller coming together and making it a deal. Putting it together, that's a win for the seller. It's a win for the buyer, and we're solving problems. What we like to do is get involved and solve a little problems. We try. I promise you we try. We try to do it the best we can. I was talking to somebody yesterday. I think I was getting blessed out. I'm not sure what I was getting blessed out for. It happens. And, if you don't know in real estate, and you agents that are out there listening in the market, understand that this job is so stressful from everybody's side. I really feel like part of my job is a part-time counselor because of some of the people that we deal with and the relationships and buyers and sellers and everything they got going on. I think this week had interesting emails with different comments and conversations on them that said, what is Florida looking like this time of year? How does the beach look, right? I mean, it really makes you think that. But that's the real estate stress that we talk about. One of the 5 most stressful things that you can do. And, you think about getting into real estate and why that's a great opportunity or why it may not be a great fit for you because you have to be able to handle all these personalities. And they're challenging. I don't care if you're my clients listening, this is true. Whether you're a buyer or seller, everybody's right. And everybody's knows everything about real estate, and we know nothing. Sometimes that's how it feels. No offense. That's how it feels, right? But that's part of it. Listen, when you're dealing one of the biggest moves you're going to have, buying, selling, and then dealing with this market that they're getting beat out, you got the election, you got the news, everybody's in your ear. It's like boom, 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 boom. It's like, I need a punching bag. Ryan, you're my punching bag. Really, that's what I feel like sometimes. But it happens. So you want to make sure that in this move, we set realistic expectations for the fall. Get with a good agent. Get with a great agent. I know some guys over here at Hometown. I know a guy that can help you. But if not, have a good agent working in your corner. Make sure during this fall season, if you're thinking about buying or selling, that you have that conversation ahead of time before putting it on the market. We need to know what your home's worth. We need to know the numbers. We need to know realistic expectations on when we put your home on the market. How long is it going to take? And then let's talk about that next move. If you're in a position now to be able to afford 2 homes, or if you can qualify, bridge loan, do some creative stuff, even if you don't want to, let's talk about that and have it on the conversation. Because putting yourself in this position to be the strongest position is going to benefit you in the future. It's going to save you money, it's going to save you time, and more specifically, it's going to save a lot of stress. And then you don't have to use Ryan as the punching bag. We can be all happy because we want all hugs at the closing. We want everybody to be excited. Remember, this is a big move. This is a big day, and we're excited to be part of that process. You're going to see things as the market change. We're going to see more inventory come in January. We're going to see more homes come in the market, I think, now more than ever. So hang tight. Be persistent. If you're buying, don't be discouraged. You may lose a couple. You may have to go through 4 or 5. But you've been pre-approved. You got great agents. You got great technology. And there's something about the power of working together, all laser focused, dialed in. And you know what? It's all going to work out. It's all going to be great. And it's all going to make sense to you. Because at the end of the day, it is a big move. So make sure you take your time and feel good about what you're doing. Just because the market's hot doesn't mean you need to buy. Hey, we're going to jump off here. Thank you, as always. Proud sponsor of the Vols. Our number is 693 sold. You can see us next weekend, next Saturday. Have a great weekend.